So I just want to talk about some general principles around resistance training. This can go for free weights or weights using the machines. So the first one I want to talk about is tempo, and tempo basically means how fast you're going to be doing your repetitions. So one of the tempos might be like, let's say 1040. So that would be 1 second pulling up, 0 seconds pause, and then 4 seconds down, and then 0 second pause, and then 1 second up. So that would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could do, for example, 2 seconds up, no pause, 4 seconds down. So that means it should take you 6 seconds to do one repetition. Then if you do 10 reps, that's going to take you 60 seconds. So in essence, your muscles are under tension for 60 seconds, as opposed to doing a set of 10 and it takes you 20 or 30 seconds. It's a good progression on exercise to get the muscles to work harder, or another variable you can change just by changing the tempo of how quick you lift. Generally speaking, start with one-on-one, so literally and then your progression, the variable, is just going to be you adding more weight. And then once you get to a weight that you're comfortably challenged at, then you might want to start messing around with things like tempo or your rest periods, which I'll talk about next. So with rest periods, again, stereotypically ladies tend to recover quicker than men. So in my programming, I often prescribe a slightly higher rep range and a shorter rest period for women as opposed to men. So for example, starting with 30 seconds, see how you get on with that. If or as the weight gets heavier and you're getting more challenged, then you might think about having longer rests, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, right up to 90 seconds, depending on what type of lifting you're doing. What else is there? What other like principles of strength training? Tempo, breathing. Yeah. So generally speaking, when your breathing wants to be out on the exertion, so that's normally the concentric phase of the movement, and then breathing in on the way back out. So here it will be out and then slowly in, and then same again, so out and then slowly in. Also, another way that people often will breathe is depending on if the chest is opening or closing. So on this one is a good example, because when I pull back, I'm opening my lung space, and as I come forward, I'm closing. So I might reverse it this time. I might breathe in and then breathe out. So really it just depends which feels more comfortable. And I would say as long as you're breathing, it doesn't really matter too much which way you are breathing, just that you are breathing. Another really important concept when it comes to strength training, whether it's resistance machines or free weights, is putting your attention in the target area that you're trying to work. So really trying to connect your mind to the muscle that you're working. So for example, on this one, the seated row, we're looking to work the upper back, in particular the space between the shoulder blades. So what I'm going to do is when I'm doing my repetitions, I'm really concentrating and I'm putting my full attention in feeling those back muscles activate and squeeze, and I'm also visualizing the shape of the movement, so how those muscles are coming together to get the most activation out. I think this is really important to get good muscle development in whichever muscle you're working, so a really important tip.